welcome to 108 Gate. We're looking at the current energies when you've arrived at this video. Those are popped out: self-acceptance and health. So fits this perfectly. Sitting nude or sitting in the nude, can't remember the exact title, but it's about sitting nude, sitting in the nude. Pablo Picasso, Cubism period. It felt very prominent to come into the reading now because it's about the energy. Felt very just literally sit with yourself naked. I don't mean physically naked, I mean emotionally naked, energetically naked. For some it may be beneficial to sit with yourself naked, just appreciating your body, appreciating the functions of it, appreciating the mastery of it, appreciating the majesty of it. Like how do we even begin to start comprehending what the body is able to do? We can only understand so much of it, but even with science and investigation and experiments and research, we can't exactly get to the full picture of how much is actually going on. And then to think of everything that's happening at the same time, simultaneously. You don't have one arm working and then your eye working like separately. You have your eye working at the same time that your arms are working, providing that everyone's of well-being and high good health. So self-acceptance and health. There may be, okay, it's a bit of a strange thing to say, but it's a thing that's coming up. Where is vanity getting in the way? So where has low vibe, low energy, vanity got in the way? Where has needing to have a certain part of you looking a certain way or being a certain way because it's trendy or because of you think you'll be accepted more or this, that and the other. So therefore not accepting self. And how is this then impacting your health? So it may be that you feel like you're not accepted because you have a particular colour skin, or you have particular height, or you have something that stands out, or something that's not fitting a group, or not fitting a norm expectation or a societal expectation of you. In that, where is it blocking you? Desire. Where is it blocking you from your actual desire? Where is it blocking you from being your authentic self? Where is it blocking you from reaching your higher potential? Where is it impeding you because you're trying to adhere to societal norms? You're trying to adhere to a trend. You're trying to, or it's not even necessarily now. Maybe it's in the past you were doing that. But what are the implications? What are the consequences of that now? Interesting reading. Right, so this is the image that's coming. I'll have to hide that book. So it's somebody looking down on at someone, and there's 2 bottles of, I'm assuming, empty. Let's assume they're empty alcohol bottles. It looks alcoholic. Well, we've got, if we're looking at it, we've got 9 swords here. Like I said, this deck, I don't know necessarily use the suits because it just didn't feel fitting every time. But if we have been worried, and if we have been in a certain place where we resort to using substances, or we have allowed ourselves to indulge in something, and this has had a knock-on effect on our health, it's had a knock-on effect. My words are going all over the place because the energy is coming in that some things we just don't want to admit that we even sank that low. We don't want to admit that we got to that point. Interestingly, we have the Tower and the 8 of Wands. This is part of, I can't even explain how important this energy is. Because the more I'm talking, the more I'm feeling the profound nature of it, the more I'm feeling the inner wealth of this insight of self. Very particular words are coming out. When we hold on to things, and we can't allow ourselves to be truthful with ourselves about how we have treated our body in the past. It may be from sadness. It may be because we're avoiding admitting certain things to ourselves. It may be because we're just not strong enough to deal with what's in front of us. The reason doesn't matter. The fact that it happened is the point. And the consequences that we're living with now as a result. All of the not being able to admit it to ourselves, let that go so things can start unravelling. Now, I'm going to say a massive, massive word of caution. This is a reading. If it doesn't feel correct for you, it's okay, let it go. If you don't feel ready for it, it's okay, let it go. If it's hitting certain particular deep spots, deep memories, deep parts, be very gentle, be very cautious. Don't go where you don't need to go. I believe that your system won't go, your body won't go unless it's ready to go. But then the thing is, you're going to have, sometimes you have that other part of like your body will start reacting in a certain way. Are you listening to your body when it reacts in a certain way? Like if you're pulling a horse or a dog and they just don't want to go any further, you are not going to be pulling them unless you pick them up. You can't pick a horse up unless you're really strong, or unless the dog's really small. But like being in that position and you're like, come on, let's go. They're like, no, staying stuck, staying still, stubborn, whatever it is. There may be a good reason. So if your body's saying, no, I'm not going that way, trust it. Be gentle with yourself and find out what is the issue here, gently. But having said that, it's also about not staying stuck in lying to yourself and not being in denial of what's happened in the past. As you do that, you're going to have different values come up. You may have been attached to different values or other people's values there. You're going to have your own fresh values coming up, your own fresh values. And from that, you're going to be able to liberate yourself from past entrapment, past perspectives of what you should be instead of what you actually are. So, King of Wands is coming in again. Therefore, you can take massive action in alignment with yourself. Therefore, when you are aligned with your body, you're in touch with your body, you're connected with your body, you are aware of what your body needs, you are better able to give it to your body, and therefore the functioning as a human. Now, we've heard all these things about spiritual mumbo jumbo. It's like on some level, we're not, yes, we are spiritual beings, but at the same time, we're human with flesh and bone. On the 3D, it matters. Yes, we have multi-dimensions to us. We are multi-dimensional on many levels, if we believe it or not. It's up to you. That's not for me to say. But on the 3D level, we are here, flesh and bone. If it's real or not, that's not for me to decide. But when you think of your cellular memory, what do you hold in your cellular memory? What do you hold in your flesh? What do you hold in your DNA? That's the 3D version of self. There's no denying that. It's here, right now. Even if it is an illusion, the illusion of being 3D in the illusion, it's still there. I hope that makes sense. So if it's a bit confusing, I have a feeling we're going to get more into this. But for now, I want to just leave it here because it is quite a daunting thing. And for some people, that's going to be a massive energy to be going into. So don't want to push it too much. But for now, please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and you enjoy how we're reading here. Or if you come to the channel and you're not subscribed yet, even better. Love the support, appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. It means that hopefully I get to a point where I can be doing these readings as a fixed thing, because we have to make adjustments in our life, don't we? So I want to keep doing these readings and I need your support to do that. Team effort, babes. So for now, peace and love.